toy. And it was already broken, so I switched them.
You should talk to Stuart.
I can't because that was a lie. Yours was broken in an earthquake, and that's a lie.
What is the truth?
My Mr. Spock doll came to me in a dream and forced me to open it. And when the toy broke, I switched it for yours. Later, he encouraged me to do the right thing, and I defied him. And then I was attacked by a Gorn.
Okay, that I believe.
Leonard, Penny, I want you both to know that I regret my actions towards the two of you. That's a lie.
So is that one mine?
Yes.
Well, hand it over so I can open it.
Okay. And Leonard, even though I don't have one anymore, I hope you have fun playing with it.
And that's a lie,
It's
right?
a big fat whopper. I hope it breaks.
This is a treat. What brings you guys by?
Raj, Howie told me what's going on with you and Lakshmi.
You told her?
I told everybody.
We believe there's someone out there who'll love you for you.
Well, actually, we kind of agreed to disagree on that one, but we both think you shouldn't marry this woman.
So while I'm waiting for this mysterious perfect match who may or may not exist, I'm supposed to just be alone?
Not necessarily. I think we found someone for you to cuddle with.
Oh my goodness! Aren't you the cutest little Yorkie ever? You got him for me?
Her. We thought you two would hit it off.
I think we already have. Thank you guys so much. Let's go see if you fit in my man purse.
Metrosexual my ass.
So I got the craziest email this morning.
I don't mean to burst your bubble, dude, but those penile enlargement pills do not work.
Believe me, I know. The email I got was from the office of Stephen Hawking. You're kidding.
Why?
He's coming to the university for a couple weeks to lecture, and he's looking for an engineer to help maintain the equipment on his wheelchair.
That's amazing. You'll be like his pit crew. A word of caution, I would not do your Stephen Hawking impression in front of him.
You're right. I suppose that could be considered offensive.
Oh boy, Sheldon's going to freak out.
Yeah, he worships Hawking.
Well, I was actually thinking about bringing him along when I go over there so he can meet the great man.
That's really nice of you, Howard.
It's no big deal.
Boy, a restraining order from Stephen Hawking. No, look so nice next to the ones he's already got from Leonard Nimoy, Carl Sagan, and Stan Lee.
Leonard, do you recall when I said that I was going to revolutionize humanity's understanding of the Higgs boson particle, and you said, Sheldon, it's 2 a.m., get out of my bedroom?
Like it was 10 hours ago. What about it?
Well, I believe I've done it. And I'm only saying believe to sound modest, because Sweet Sam Houston, I did it.
Really? That's incredible. Oh, here, break out the mat.
Oh, okay. Let me see this. All right, so this particle here is the boson moving forward in time. Now, I was thinking, Howard, you go ahead and eat. This isn't going to make any sense to you.
Sheldon, I have a working understanding of physics.
Yeah, good for you, and don't stop working on it.
You still going to tell him about you-know-who?
Yep.
Still gonna introduce him?
Not on your life.
Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall. We built the pyramids, math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
Please, 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 Let me meet Hawking.
I told you no.
But I said I'm sorry.
No, you said, would it help if I said I'm sorry?
And you never answered me. So who owes whom an apology now?
Sheldon, you're a condescending jerk. Why on earth would I want to do something nice for you?
To go to Jewish heaven?
Jews don't have heaven.
Wait, then to avoid Jewish hell?
Have you met my mother? I live in Jewish hell.
Howard, please. This is Stephen Hawking. Perhaps my only intellectual equal.
You can't be serious.
Try to put yourself in my place. Imagine, you're the sole human being living on a planet populated with nothing but dogs. And then it turns out there's another human being.
Hang on, are you saying the rest of us are dogs?
Okay, I can see you're gonna take this the wrong way. Let me try again. Imagine you're the sole human being living on a planet populated with nothing but chimps.
Get out of my lab.
Oh, now they're so much smarter than dogs. Have you seen them on those little bicycles?
Get out!
How about dolphins?
Out!
So, come on, how was the first day with Hawking?
It was great. We talked about movies.
Oh.
I showed him some card tricks.
Oh.
He even let me read a couple pages from his new book.
Oh.
Something got you down there, Bunky?
Howard, please, I'm begging you.
Raj, you're our group historian. Has Sheldon ever begged before?
3 times. He begged the Fox network not to cancel Firefly. He begged the TNT network to cancel Babylon 5. And when he got food poisoning at the Rose Bowl parade, he begged a deity he doesn't believe in to end his life quickly.
Do you understand how important Hawking is to me? When I was 6 years old, I dressed up as him for Halloween.
You're kidding.
No, sir. No, I took my dad's desk chair, attached a speak and spell to it, and made my sister push me up and down the block to trick or treat. Granted, most people thought I was R2-D2, but still, I got a lot of candy.
You don't seem to be understanding the English word no. It may be a different language will help. Russian, niet. Chinese, bu. Japanese, Klingon, ko. Binary coded ASCII, 011, 0111, 0011.
It's actually 0110111.
No!
I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for Hawking.
Let me try gangsta. Hells no.
Okay, look, how about this? You just give him my paper on the Higgs boson. If he sees the incredible breakthrough I've made, he'll reach out to me.
What if he doesn't?
Yeah, he will. He's really smart.
That's an interesting idea. Why don't you give me a minute to talk it over with my friend?
How do I do that?
Walk away.
Walking away.
You do realize you own his ass right now.
I do.
You can make him do anything you want.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out how much I want to punish him.
Well, don't be too mean.
Yeah, hey, fellas, I'm thinking about making some freshly brewed iced tea if anyone would like some.
I wouldn't mind a glass.
I wasn't talking to you.
Bring him to his bony knees.
Sheldon, come on back.
Yes, yes. What did you decide?
I'll give your paper to Professor Hawking.
Great, thank you. Oh, that's terrific.
But in exchange, I'd like you to do a few things for me.
What kinds of things?
Are you familiar with the 12 labors of Hercules?
Of course.
You should be so lucky.
All right. What would you like me to do first?
Well, I thought I'd start you off by polishing my belt buckles.
Oh, by all means. Yeah, when I was a boy, I would polish my Meemaw's silver. Then she would entertain me with stories about growing up in Oklahoma. It's an interesting woman. You know, she once killed a prairie dog with a gravy boat.
That's nice.
That's a lot of belt buckles.
Funny thing is, I only have one belt. Anyway, I'll let you get started. Oh, by the way, the little marks that look like water spots, I tend to stand too close to the urinal, so what you're seeing there is splashback.
You make sissy on your belt buckles? Meemaw's forks never had that.
Here is a black light to check them. And for your own peace of mind, you might not want to shine that around the rest of the room. Sheldon, these look great. They're like magnificent little crowns that hang over my magnificent little jewels. How'd you get them so shiny?
Oh, I buffed them with turtle wax. The man down at Pep Boys says from now on the urine should just beat up and roll right off.
Way to go the extra mile. Your Meemaw would be proud.
My Meemaw must never know of this. Now will you give Professor Hawking my paper?
Oh, my dear boy, no. Okay. Next, this is a sexy French maid costume I bought for Bernadette. I thought it might spice things up and get her to dust my room at the same time, but I was wrong, and really wrong.
You want me to return it for you?
No, 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 ma petite chérie.
What are you all staring at? Have you ever seen a man try to get a meeting with Stephen Hawking before?
Hey,
Hello.
it's not Saturday night. Why are you doing your laundry?
This is not my laundry.
Wow, are these Amy's? Kind of trashy. Good for her.
Those are Howard's.
Why are you washing Howard's man panties?
Because if I don't, he won't give my paper to Stephen Hawking. He's a famous physicist.
Yeah, I know. He's the wheelchair dude who invented time.
Close enough.
I don't understand. Why doesn't Howard just introduce you to the guy?
Because he's punishing me for being a, quote, condescending jerk. But you don't think I'm condescending, do you?
Well...
Oh, I'm sorry. Condescending...
I know what it means! And yes, you love correcting people and putting them down.
Oh, contraire. When I correct people, I am raising them up. You should know I do it for you more than anyone.
Come on, you do it to feel superior. I see that twinkle in your eye when someone says who instead of whom, or thinks the moon is a planet.
Or Don Quixote is a book about a donkey named Hote.
See? There it is. There's that twinkle.
Well, I can't help it. That's an involuntary twinkle.
What do you want me to tell you, Sheldon?
I want you to tell me that Howard is being mean to me for no reason.
Fine. Howard is being mean to you for no reason.
I knew it.
What's the matter?
Every time I spend the night, your mom slaps me on the behind and says, "Go get him."
It's not her fault. She's getting hormone replacement therapy. Makes her crazy horny. Check this out. I got Sheldon to wear the French maid's costume.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
What? Hey, I gave you first crack at it.
Why are you doing that? You're being mean to him.
He's mean to me all the time. You've heard him tease me about not having a doctorate?
If you don't want to get teased about that, get a doctorate. I have one, they're great.
Come on. The man torments me. I'm just letting him have a little taste of his own medicine.
It's not the same thing. Sheldon doesn't know when he's being mean because the part of his brain that should know is getting a wedgie from the rest of his brain.
Fine. I'll just make him do a couple more things, and I'll stop.
No, you have to stop now.
Bernadette! I want to remind you, you promised to take me dress shopping tomorrow!
Damn. His brain that should know is getting a wedgie from the rest of his brain.
Fine. I'll just make him do a couple more things, and I'll stop.
No, you have to stop now.
Bernadette! I want to remind you, you promised to take me dress shopping tomorrow!
Damn. I'm sorry I can't make it. But Sheldon's gonna go with you. And that's the last thing you do to him.
Sheldon! I need your help!
What is it now, Mrs. Wallowitz?
It's this dress! When I put my front in, my back pops out! When I put my back in, my front pops out! It's like trying to keep two dogs in a bathtub!
What do you want me to do?
We're gonna have to work as a team. Get in here, grab a handful, and start stuffing.
I'm not sure how to do this.
It's easy. Just pretend you're putting away a sleeping bag.
Sleeping bags don't usually sweat this much, but okay.
Now zip me up.
Oh, if we squeeze you any tighter, you might turn into a diamond.
You're right. Who am I kidding? You should have seen me when I was young, Sheldon. The fellas used to line up and bring me boxes of candy. Why did I eat it all? Would you hold me?
Oh, no, you know, I'm not really the holding kind of... Oh!
Oh, guys, I just remembered I got you some Hawking souvenirs.
What are these?
Gears and springs from his wheelchair. Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I made an adjustment on the motor drive, and when I was putting it back together, I could not for the life of me figure out where they went.
I did it. Had to go to 3 clothing stores, but we finally found a dress that could envelop your mother.
I should have sent you to the custom car cover place in Altadena. They have her pattern on file.
Humorous. Now, will you please present my paper to Professor Hawking?
I don't know.
Oh, for heaven's sake. I did your laundry. I pee-pee-proofed your belt buckles. I even sprained my wrist helping your mother lift her bosom.
All right, Sheldon. There's only one thing left I want you to do. Don't worry. It's an easy one.
Okay.
Give me a compliment.
Fine. You have very tiny hands.
No, about my job. I want you to tell me I'm good at what I do.
You're obviously good at what you do.
Well, then why are you always ripping on me?
Oh, I understand the confusion. Now, I have never said that you are not good at what you do. It's just that what you do is not worth doing.
It's nicer than anything he's ever said to me. I'd take it and run.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Now, will you give my paper to Hawking?
Sorry, I can't.
Why not?
I gave it to him 3 days ago. He was really impressed. He wants to meet you.
All right, then. Thank you, Howard. Please let Professor Hawking know that I'm available at his earliest convenience.
Thought he might be a little more excited.
Give it a second.
Professor Hawking, it's an honor and a privilege to meet you, sir.
I know.
I want to thank you for taking time to see me.
My pleasure. I enjoyed reading your paper very much. You clearly have a brilliant mind.
I know.
Your thesis that the Higgs boson is a black hole, accelerating backwards through time. It's fascinating.
Thank you. It came to me one morning in the shower.
That's nice. Too bad it's wrong.
What do you mean wrong?
You made an arithmetic mistake on page 2. It was quite a boner.
No, but that can't be right. I don't make arithmetic mistakes.
Are you saying I do?
Oh, no, of course not. It's just, I was thinking, oh gosh golly, I made a boo-boo. And I gave it to Stephen Hawking.
Great. Another fainter.
I wish you could all be inside my head. The conversation is sparkling. Fine, I'll tell you. A lichen is an organism made up of 2 separate species, fungi and algae. If you could merge with another species, what species would you pick and why? Hint, there is a right answer. None of you will get it.
Okay, I'd pick swan because the resulting hybrid would have the advanced industrial civilization of a human and the long, graceful neck I've always dreamed of having.
Wrong. Leonard?
Horse, but mostly just for the height. A little bit for the genital girth.
Wrong. And let's keep it clean, shall we?
Kangaroo. I'd be Kangajoo. The first of my people to dunk a basketball.
Also, instead of just living in your mother's house, you could actually live inside her body.
Clever, but also wrong. Now, the best organism for human beings to merge with is the lichen itself. That way, you'd be human, fungus, and algae. Triple threat. Like 3-bean salad.
Give me one circumstance in which that would be useful.
All right, picture this. A beautiful outdoor concert. Now, as a human, I appreciate Beethoven. As a fungus, I have a terrific view growing out of a towering maple tree. And no thank you expensive concessions, because as an algae, I'll just snack on this sunlight.
Got us again?
No, he didn't.
Anyway, if it's okay with you, we should talk about Howard's bachelor party.
Well, it seems like a bit of a letdown after our lichen conversation, but what do you know? You're half swan.
I've been doing some research on strippers. One agency I spoke to said they can get us a great price if we're flexible on age range and number of limbs.
Sounds like loads of fun, but I promise Bernadette no strippers.
You don't want strippers? You're the king of strippers. That one club in North Hollywood named a pole after you.
can I tell you? I'm not into that stuff anymore.
Good for you, Howard. I'm proud of you. And still, you're the first one of us to get married. We have to do something special.
You know, Germans have an interesting pre-wedding custom.
It's probably not for me.
Maybe we can go up to Napa Valley. They've got that wine train.
Boo wine, but yay trains, I'm in.
Anyway, it's a beautiful time of year. You travel through the vineyards, there's a tasting on board, and all the wild flowers are in bloom. It's magic.
Look at that. In 30 seconds, we went from hiring women to being them.
Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall. We built the pyramids, math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang. Hey!
So, I hear you and the Lost Boys are having a bachelor party tonight.
Yeah, just go to a restaurant, get some steaks, scotch, nothing to worry about.
Why should I worry?
I don't know, it's a bachelor party. There could be strippers. Wouldn't that make you a little jealous?
Oh, come on, Leonard, it's you. What's gonna happen? I mean, even if there was a stripper, all you do is avoid eye contact and maybe offer to help her kid with his homework.
Hey, I am a young man in his sexual prime. Under the right conditions, I am capable of just really crazy stuff.
Really, what is the craziest thing you've ever done with a woman? And the time you and I had sex in the ocean does not count.
Oh, come on, that's gotta count. It's a really strong undertow. We could have died.
Well, have fun tonight.
Oh, I will. There's no telling what might happen.
Yeah, there is.
You know, there's nothing wrong helping some woman's kid get through their SATs. Hey, I gotta hand it to Raj. He found a really nice spot to have a bachelor party.
It's not bad. Unless you compare it to a train, then it stinks.
Are you drinking whiskey?
Indeed. If I'm to participate in the social convention that is the stag night, then I must embrace all its components, including tobacco, swear words, and, yes, alcohol. Jeepers, that's yucky.
Whoa, it's a little early to start dropping J-bombs, don't you think?
Hey, you guys.
Oh, hey, Will. Nice of you to make it out tonight for Howard.
Well, it was either this or another hot tub party at George Takei's house.
I'm confused. I thought since our reconciliation, I was your friend in this group.
Oh, I'm friends with Howard, too.
Oh, I guess you're just friends with anybody.
Hey, Leonard. Things are a little tight at the comic book store. I might need some help covering my share of the check.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
And maybe a few bucks for the valet.
All right.
And gas money to get home.
Yeah, sure.
You know what? This is my grandfather's watch.
Oh.
18 karat gold. Got it in Europe during the war.
Wow, it's very nice.
Mm-hmm. $100 and it's yours.
Hey, everybody! The bachelor boy has arrived! For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny.
Yes, he's a jolly good fellow. What time do the swippers arrive?
Actually, Barry, we're not gonna have strippers tonight.
Then what the frig did I get $200 in singles out for?
You want to buy a watch?
This is Maid of Honor Amy Farrah Fowler, bringing you the wedding activities just weeks out from the big day. Let's check in with a beautiful, radiant young woman and her friend who's about to get married. Ladies, can you tell us what you're doing?
These are gift bags we're gonna put in the hotel rooms of our out-of-town guests. This is a map of Pasadena. This is a list of local restaurants. And then for Howie's relatives, we have antihistamines, antacids, and medicine for diarrhea and constipation.
We labeled them stop and go.
All right, pivoting to the big question. Bernadette, on your wedding night, you'll be consummating your marriage. What do you think your first sexual position will be as husband and wife?
Baby, please.
Keeping in mind that whoever's on top may set the tone for the marriage.
Okay, show's over.
Hey, they may conceive a child on their wedding night. Don't you think the kid might get a kick out of knowing how it happened?
I don't care. Ask her things like, are you gonna take Howard's name, not who's gonna sit on who.
I've actually been thinking I'm gonna hyphenate Bernadette Marianne Rostenkowski-Wallowitz.
Nice. You know, you should totally get Bernadette Marianne Rostenkowski-Wallowitz.com before someone snaps it up.
Howard already took care of it. Plus, he set up our beautiful wedding website with cute little facts about our family histories. Do you know for a while in Poland, my family and his family were neighbors?
Oh, that's cool.
No, it's not. I'll explain it to you later.
May I have your attention, please? We are here tonight to celebrate the upcoming nuptials of my best friend, Howard Wolowitz.
And apparently Will Wheaton's best friend.
Sheldon.
Talk to the hand.
Does anyone have any words they'd like to say about a man of the evening?
Yeah, I do. As is the tradition, I prepared a series of disrespectful jokes which generate humor at Howard's expense. Prepare to have your ribs tickled. Howard, I always thought you'd be the last one of us to ever get married because you are so short and unappealing. Am I right? Let's see here. Oh, seriously though, Howard, you're actually one of the most intelligent people I know. And that's a zinger because you're not. I've always thought that you'd make someone a fine husband someday, assuming you'd be able to get the parts and develop the engineering skills to assemble them, which I don't see as likely. Hacha! Okay, let me see. Okay, kidding aside, Howard, you are a good friend, and I wish you nothing but happiness. Bazinga, I don't.
Sheldon.
Double bazinga, I do. Good luck following that.
So, Howard Wolowitz tying the knot. Leaving his crazy bachelor days behind, he was a wild one. I guess we all kind of were. I remember this one time. I was with this girl at the beach. We were in the ocean and we started making out. I know, it's crazy. I wasn't even wearing my aqua socks. Then...
Nobody cares, Hofstadter? Wrap it up.
Right. To Howard.
To Howard. To Howard.
I totally had sex in the ocean.
Okay. I'll go. Howard, when I think about you and Bernadette starting this wonderful life together, I can't help but get a little choked up. I mean, look at you. You have everything. Look at me. I'm 37. I sleep in the back of a comic book store, and I have the bone density of an 80-year-old man.
Who's next?
I'll go. Howard, I'm gonna say something to you that everybody's thinking, but no one has the courage to say out loud. When you invite a man to a bachelor party, the implication is there will be strippers. Yeah, maybe not completely nude, but at least pasties and G-swings. That's not unreasonable.
Here. Okay, anybody else? Huh? No? Okay. It all comes down to me as the best man. Ooh, this grasshopper's kicking my asshopper. Okay, when I first came to this country, I didn't know how to behave or how to dress or what was cool. You know,